Everybody good? Everyone's good? Good. All right. I am Rachel Lewis, RACHAELLEWIS. I'm the Austin Fire Department Operations PIO. At 12:41 p.m. today, a call to service came in for the Austin Fire Department for a report of a quarter-acre brush fire. It was upgraded from a grass fire by the first unit on scene. We had multiple additional callers stating the fire had then grown within minutes to 2 to 3 acres. Travis County Starflight was also added to assist in firefighting activities. We have multiple drones, AFD drones, in the area to assist with tactical decisions for firefighting. We've had multiple wind shifts, which changes the direction of the fire during this incident so far. We have over 34 units from Austin Fire Department, as well as Travis County Emergency Services District 11 and 12. Approximate acreage on this fire at this time is around 64 acres burnt. And at this time, we have approximately 70% containment on the fire. No injuries to report thus far, and it has not damaged any structures that we know of as of yet.
Talk about the conditions and why it spread earlier. You said not windy here, but it was windy down below.
So we are on a bit of a plateau where we are right now, but there is a large coverage of trees where we're standing, so it's hard to feel. Thanks, Starflight. Oh. So where we're standing right now, it's difficult to feel that there is a bit of a breeze, and we do have a large wind down where the fire is happening. The fire is burning in grass and brush, which burns quickly and fast with additional heat, as well as smoke being moved around with the wind. We haven't had that dry of a summer this summer, but we still have had drier conditions the past couple weeks, which allows for the fire to burn hotter and faster. Yes, so with the winds shifting rapidly, it changes the fire direction and the fire pattern very quickly. So we've had to adjust to that multiple times during this incident.
Can you talk about the resources that you guys are using to put out the fire? You said it's 70% contained.
Yes, so we have everything from a regular firefighting engine, we have brush trucks, we have squads, which are like a smaller brush truck with a water tank capability, as well as multiple people riding on it to be able to use hand tools. We have over 47, I believe, over 47 firefighters using on the ground, with boots on ground, using hand tools to be able to fight this fire. We have 2 helicopters in the air, 1 Black Hawk as well as Starflight. We have multiple drones that are assisting in firefighting tactics as well.
Talk about this area. We had heard there might be some camps. I mean, do you know the cause of the fire? Did you come across any people living in the areas that were burning?
As of now, we have not come across any camps or any encampments thus far. We do have fire investigators on scene down there working in a safe area to work to be able to determine where the origin of this fire came from, but we don't have any information at this time.
Talk about, first the tweet came out saying there were some structures nearby. Is this the closest structure? Are there any homes down in that area?
So where we're standing right now, this school was a threatened structure. The school is up on a hill. When fire tracks up a hill, it speeds up, and it speeds up its burning capabilities as it tracks up a hill. So this was a threatened structure at one point. Now that the wind has shifted, there's a jail off to my left. That was threatened at one point as well, and there's a neighborhood in the area as that the fire had also moved towards at one point in time, but the fire has now shifted away from that.
Last year we saw a lot of responses for wildfires. This year maybe a lot less than what we saw. Can you kind of talk about that and why that is, or do we see more coming up?
So thankfully, we've had a really wet summer this summer in Texas, in Austin especially. We've had a lot of rain. We are still in drought conditions, and that's kind of a catching up phase that we're still going to be in for a while because the last few summers were so dry. Even though we've had a lot of rain, we've had a dry couple weeks, and it doesn't take very long for the moisture content in the fuels, which is all the grass and brush and everything, to burn out.
Was the school evacuated or any homes or businesses nearby?
The school took it upon themselves to precautionary evacuate. They had a camp going on. It was not a full school. It was just a summer camp, I believe, at this time. So they evacuated just out of an abundance of precaution. And there was an office evacuated, which had 3 or 4 people, I believe, in it. And that was just out of their own decision for an abundance of precaution as well. We have not forced any evacuations.
So other than the buildings and offices and schools that have been covered in this area, what other buildings have you guys found that reached this fire specifically?
I'm sorry, say that again? I can't hear you.
Oh, no, it's okay. What other buildings or obstacles has reached has been reached by this fire's vicinity?
So far, we have no structures that have been threatened by this fire that have been, reached by this fire. We've had multiple structures threatened, but as the wind shifted and the fire shifted, at this time we have no structures threatened and no structures have been touched by fire at this point.
And how many officers how many fire officers have been deployed in this area so far?
We have over 100 firefighters on this fire right now.
Can you talk about the coordinated effort too, just between all the different organizations, departments that are out here, as well as Lifeline?
So this is what we do, right? We work with, at the Austin Fire Department, we work with quite a few of the surrounding departments and to be able to coordinate an attack on any kind of fire, whether that be a structure fire or a grass fire. Today, at this event, we are working with Travis County Emergency Services District 11, as well as Travis County Emergency Services District 12, as well as Travis County Starflight. We work with them all the time on many different incidents, from vehicle rescues to cardiac arrest, to stroke patients, to fires. So this is something that we do quite frequently.
How long do you think it will take to get it fully contained?
I don't have any information on that at this time. We are at 70% containment and we've only been here for a few hours. For a large-scale brush fire like this, that's very good numbers-wise, and I believe that the wind has started to die down. We have predictions that the wind will be dying down later on today, so we're hoping that we can use that to our advantage in regards to firefighting.
Really hopefully you'll have this thing contained.
Yes.
How many firefighters are on the ground?
We have 40 to 50 firefighters on the ground, but all of our firefighters are either in a brush truck fighting fire, driving around, or in an engine fighting fire and on the ground.
Would there be any evacuation tips that you would give to any people that are in the vicinity of this fire?
So as we tell everyone, even though it is Emergency Preparedness Month, we recommend that everyone, unless you are forced to evacuate your home and notified by the fire department or the police department to evacuate your home, we do not recommend in an event like this self-evacuating, because it can cause accidents on the roadways, it can cause traffic congestion, which doesn't allow for emergency services vehicles to get through. Unless you are notified to evacuate, we recommend sheltering in place and staying close to your phone for updates.
You know how many different fire agencies responded, ESD units, county, city?
We have Austin Fire Department, ESD 12, ESD 11, and Travis County Starflight. Good. Perfect. I'll just let y'all
the demiking
grab
process,
these.
right?
Yes. I don't know whose is
I
whose.
appreciate your time. Thanks for talking to us.